Hello and welcome back to Shamanic.cacao, and we're continuing through the Explorer box from Suyanna. And today we're going to explore Colombia. The music you're listening to in the background is actually by a Colombian artist called Carano, who I've had the privilege of meeting and learning from. Now, this cacao is such a strange texture, but really, really different in how bobbly it is on the inside and how smooth the top and bottom is. And when you cut through, it's such a beautiful dark chocolatey colour on the inside, but such a powder on the outside. I got this absolutely everywhere. And you might have noticed that I've had a knife upgrade. I've got a beautiful handmade knife. I will leave a link to the Etsy shop in the bio. So adding about 52 grams of cacao to my not quite boiling water for me and my partner. And now we get to enjoy a lovely time lapse, watching as the foam on top melts into the cacao. And a lovely slow motion because I couldn't help myself. You'll also notice I've got a new pan, and this is my only for cacao pan that I got from a vintage shop, and I'm using a wooden spoon because it turns out metal spoons on enamel pans are not great. And now you can see all of the cacao butter has melted with all the glitters on top, and now pouring it into the cups and trying not to spill it everywhere because I have a spout, but that doesn't matter. And you see there's no sediment at the bottom of this cacao. Hello! We are back with the Suyanna Colombian, and I was very lucky to go to Colombia earlier this year, and I did already, spoiler alert, open the bag to try some of it, and I think I remember just finding it very pleasant, not like too something. And I'm having the same experience again. This is a really lovely cacao from West Central Tolima, Colombia, and it is a Criollo bean and it's kind of similar to a Peruvian, but without the crazy strong bitter kick. They describe it on the website as being a fiery chocolatey, and yes, it is definitely a really lovely dark chocolate flavour. Not too sweet like the Flow cacao was sweet, but this is really chocolatey again, and kind of a spicy aftertaste almost with that, but not a fiery, bitter, drying out, acidic kind of sensation. Just like someone already pre-mixed a little bit of chili flakes, not powder because that can be almost like too strong, but just a little bit of chili flakes, and it's just kind of got a little bit caught in the back of the throat. It's really nice. It's not fibrous at all, not acidic, not very cacao buttery, even though the cacao itself had a lot of, I think, cacao butter bloom on the outside of it, which made for a really interesting, like a Smartie, where it was really dark and chocolatey on the inside, but kind of like powdery on the outside, which I've now gotten all over my equipment, cameras, phone, tripods. There's cacao powder everywhere, but that's fine. It smells really sweet and chocolatey. It's really lovely. And it's quite light in colour, but the website said that it was a really dark chocolatey brown to black almost, and I'm looking at it like, it kind of looks darker now, but when I was making it I was like, this is a really light coloured cacao, but I think that every time that I make it. So not that the colour has any weight really on sort of what it ends up being like, and they highly recommend this as being a dancing cacao. Everything on their website is sort of pushing towards how lively and fiery and passionate this cacao is. And I'd say that it's a light cacao drink, so it's not really heavy and thick. You want, like, you don't feel maybe slightly nauseous, it's not heavy on the stomach, so it would be good for dancing. I wouldn't say it's screaming high energy like Peruvian cacao is screaming high energy and is like an espresso coffee. But it is really nice and friendly and just sweet and chocolatey and just not violent. This cacao didn't wake up and choose violence, let's just say. It just woke up and was like, hey, what do you want to do with the day? So very much similar to the flow cacao that Suyana had from Bali, but this one is from Colombia. And another nice thing about Suyana and this cacao, probably most actual ceremonial grade cacaos are going to be very family orientated, family business, small business. You help a community, so it's either going to be a family farm or it's going to be the community going out and wild harvesting the cacao, and then that helps all of these different families. And there's this beautiful link. I don't know whether it's because it's something they like to show the Westerners, because Westerners like to see, or it genuinely is like that. And from what I've seen from Suyana's emails and Instagram, is that they go out there, they meet the farmers, they meet where the cacao is being made, so therefore they can write a story about this cacao, who it comes from, the farmer, how passionate he is about cacao, and pass that on to us. And you don't get that with like chocolate and Cadbury's and Nestle, which is mostly going to be cocoa farms, not cacao farms in Africa, and there's a lot of just not very nice energy about that. But when you come to ceremonial grade cacao, you kind of want and need to know the story behind it, because all of the energy from the farmers and their story and how it's grown goes into the cacao. And if you're using this in ceremony, that will then come out, because ceremony just opens you up and makes you more sensitive to everything, and every element of ceremony has to have been thought about and looked after in a particular way, otherwise everybody knows about it. And the point in drinking cacao in ceremony is to connect with yourself, and if the cacao is unhappy, then you'll kind of wonder what's going on and everything will be kicked off, because you have to open yourself up so much to be able to really talk and sit and look at yourself, that if something's off, you're not going to be able to get there. So it is really lovely to see all of the ceremonial grade cacao being offered in the Explorer box. And I was looking on their website again to try and get what the postage would be, and it seems like they don't send it to England. But I think maybe if you message them they can. It might be a Brexit thing. They send it to everywhere else though, which is great. But a kilo of this Colombian cacao would be 53 euros, 55 plus whatever the postage is to wherever, which might be like 20 euros. I paid 20 euros for my postage, and I bought the Explorer box for 83 euros 30 in total. To put into perspective, for buying 1 kilo, my Satsuyaku is £80 for 1 kilo. So 53 euros for a kilo doesn't equal £80, or at least not yet. So yeah, this is a really enjoyable, light and fun. I think fun is the definite energy of this cacao. A little bit cheeky, not really bitter, just really enjoyable. And just so is Suyana. As a company, as the people behind it, as the farmers behind them, they're just really fun and lovely and conscious. They're German based. If you haven't watched my other videos or look them up, I don't think I mentioned they're German, but they're German and lovely. Thank you for watching. If you wouldn't mind subscribing or hitting the bell or whatever the other YouTubers say, it really helps, especially because I'm such a small channel at the moment. So if you wouldn't mind, I will be uploading more and hopefully more often. And I have a huge pile of cacao that I want to share with you. So I nearly forgot. Vi Cacao gave me an affiliate code, which is shamanic.cacao, surprise surprise, for a little discount at checkout, and I'll put all of the links in all of the things below. Anyway, let me know how your week's been. Have you ever done a cacao dance? I've done one or two cacao dances. One was with a Mexican cacao and one was with the Satsuyaki as part of my cacaoista training. Oh no, I did another one. And I'm guessing that was with the Peruvian cacao with Blue Lotus mixed in. And they were all very interesting experiences, and I feel that it was maybe the day rather than the cacao. But the one with the Blue Lotus, I did get to connect with my inner child, so that was quite powerful. But what have your experiences been with cacao and dance? It's not something that I offer yet, but maybe I will at some point, because this is really fun. Really enjoying the Sienna cacao stuff. So I hope you have a fantastic day, that it's sunny wherever you are, that it's warm and lovely and fantastic, and that all your dreams are fulfilled. Mwah! Love and cacao kisses, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Oh, and if you want to watch another video, there's options. Go check out the other Sienna, or you can have a look at the other explorer box or ceremonial grade cacao box that I got from Buy Cacao. Ooh.